I'm Stefan Ramsey. I'm here with my good buddy, Kevin Creston.
Hello.
And this is our weekly podcast we're going to try to do. It'll be every Sunday morning, hopefully. We'll be going over any gaming news during the week, movies, basically wherever the fuck we want to
Some sports, maybe?
Maybe some sports. I'll talk about how much I hate Chip Kelly. Talk about how my son sucked so much dick. And the Cardinals, hopefully the football gods won't fuck them again this year. Anyways, the name of our podcast will be The Last Podcast You'll Ever Need. We'll see how that name goes. I like it. I like it.
Could change.
It could change, but
Might be a patent on it already.
we don't know. This is just where the fuck we want to talk about right now. Anyways, I think we should start off and say what we're playing right now, what movies we've seen, whatever's up. How about you start, Kevin?
I've been playing Final Fantasy Type 0. It's good. I don't like how, and maybe this is like a Japanese game thing, but like they just throw you in and expect you to know how to play video games. Which, like, I know how to play video games, but I don't know how to play their video game.
Yes.
So you just you're like in a battle right away. You have like 12 characters that you've never met. You have like 19 abilities that I've never unlocked. I don't know what they are. And you just go.
Yeah, I played it too, and I just don't know what was going on in the beginning. And like when we talked about like that, the beginning, the dude who just would not die, like just
Yeah, the story
would not die.
The story's very Japanese and very confusing.
It just, I was sitting there like, okay, like the aesthetic is great, right? Like it's new for a Final Fantasy. It's war, it's dark, it's got blood, it's ember. You see like the beginning, like the soldier like just destroys these like 3 student looking kids. So you're like, holy shit, wow, I'm into this. And then it starts and you're just like, I don't know what's happening. Like I don't know what I honestly I don't know what's the name of our army and what's the name of
Red Rum, right? The Red Rum.
I don't know.
I thought of what's the movie? The Shining. Because like literally the name I think is Red Rum.
Oh, is it Red Rum?
I
remember something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like, that's creepy.
I was like, who's it? Like I was like, I don't even know like what. Like this is my point. I don't know what they're fighting over. Like what are they fighting over?
I honestly think it's supposed to be like World War II. Like they make the White Tiger Steel people like they're dressed just like Nazi Germany. Like the uniforms look just like Nazi Germany. And I feel like you're like the European people.
I guess.
Like I feel like that's what it's modeled after.
I don't know. Like it's fun. I do enjoy it. I'm gonna jump back in it eventually. But right now it's basically Bloodborne for me. That's the game I'm playing. I suck so much ass at the game. Just so bad at it, and it's grown from like this is new. I'm gonna get into this. To I fucking hate this game with a passion. To okay, I'm kind of get it. To I want to play, and I suck at it, and I still want to play, and I don't understand how that worked out. It's just
that's a good thing. I guess.
It's like everything I would hate in a video game that I hate in a video game. But it somehow works because like I hate having to redo things like a billion fucking times. I hate there's being like long breaks between checkpoints. I hate like losing all your shit, but then somehow it works, and I'm just like I'm down for this, and I just laugh at how shitty I am at that game. Like I killed one boss by myself, and the rest I just ring this bell. That
is there like any story to that game? What? I
don't know what the story. You're some hunter dude. I didn't really know. Like I found like a lot of these Japanese games, like the stories.
No one cares.
Like no one gives a fuck. It's just like I don't know what the story is really. I'm just like, all right, let's go. I'm gonna kill werewolves.
Yeah, because like Demon Souls didn't really have a story. Like,
Demon Souls was like.
It's like, here you are.
Yeah, that game.
Go kill some stuff.
Like this, I was so scared of playing Bloodborne because I killed one boss in Demon Souls, and it took me like years to do it. Yeah. It took me years to do it. I did it. I was like, all right, next one, and then I was like, nope, done. Don't want to play this game ever again.
I actually bought. I was like in Japan when it came out.
Yeah.
And I bought the Japanese Demon Souls, and it hadn't been announced yet for America, so I got it, and it was like all in Japanese, and like I knew a little bit, but it was like already I didn't know how hard it was gonna be. So then on top of that, like, I didn't understand anything that was going on, like, control-wise,
Yeah.
because it's all Japanese.
Well, like, it's
so
like,
then it was like
yeah.
even harder. And then
Yeah.
I was just like, all right.
Well, the thing with Demon's Souls 2, I remember they're like, this game's hard. And I was like, bullshit. This is not that hard. Like, you guys are just pussies, right? Like,
Yeah.
because, like,
Well,
for
the
me...
first few enemies, like, are doable.
Yeah, I was
You get
like,
to a boss, you're
this
what
is not
the
that hard,
fuck?
right? Because, like, I remember another game they said that was hard years ago, which was Ninja Gaiden for Xbox. Like, a lot of people were like, this game's hard. And I was like, this game's not that hard.
Yeah, that wasn't that bad.
It's not that bad. So I was like,
Only
this is going to
bosses,
be...
really.
Yeah, the bosses are kind of hard. There's some annoying-ass parts. But overall, it wasn't that hard. But Demon's Souls, just... I was like, all right, you guys got me on here. And, like, Bloodborne's the same thing. Like, I go... I'm exploring, I'm having a good time, and there's this big motherfucker with, like, a battle axe. Just one slash kills me, and I'm just like...
Yeah.
I was watching this YouTube video, because, like, that's how I have to play this game. I have to research...
You have to emulate.
I have to research what to do, form a plan, an approach of how I'm going to go find the next area, and then I go. But I was watching this video, this dude's walking around, and he goes, and he's exploring, he goes on this random dungeon, and he sees this door, and then just like this blue glow just pops up. He's like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, runs away, runs back to it. And then all of a sudden, this gigantic fucking hand comes, takes the dude, brings him all the way up in the air, fucking kills him one hit, and he dies. And I was just like, what the fuck is this?
It's like the game where you're not curious. You can't be curious.
You kind of want to, but you have to be like, all right, I'm in curious mode right now. Whatever happens, happens.
I know I will probably
You have to
die.
plan, just curious, just to see where to go next. It's weird, but that's what I'm playing. Movies, movies you've been watching lately or anything like that?
I just watched Whiplash.
Whiplash.
It was really good, really good.
Good.
I love music. I love jazz, so I thought it was great. The soundtrack was great. But yeah, and I thought Imitation Game were the best two movies last year.
Okay.
I thought Birdman was good, and it had like cool, I don't know, cinematography. But I just feel like overall movie, I don't know if I didn't leave it like loving it per se. I don't know.
See, I love Michael Keaton, and Ed Norton was fantastic. I just love that movie. The movie, the way it was shot and everything, and just like
It was shot. But it was cool. It was cool.
I really enjoyed that movie,
and it was different for sure.
It was different. I enjoyed it. Imitation Game was good too. Haven't seen Whiplash, but I was talking to you earlier. Like, I felt like this year you couldn't really go wrong with any of the movies in the Oscars. Like they all were good in their own way. There wasn't any ones like for example, we were talking about The Artist, where we were just like, why the hell did this get nominated for an Oscar? Like, it just got nominated because it's black and white. That's it. There's nothing special about that movie.
All right, we got to go back. Let's look up like the picture winners for like the last 10 years. I feel like there are more like The Artist, where you were just like, this should not be nominated. Like, let's see, Oscar Best Picture winners. Okay, 12 Years a Slave last year.
Okay, I agree with that one. That's another one that I'll be like, no.
Very
because
good. Great acting, great story.
So no, it's not like 12 Years a Slave. Do you agree that's the best picture?
Yeah.
I don't.
You don't?
I really don't.
Really?
I saw that movie, and literally, this is my feeling of it. I'm like, okay, he was a slave. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but it was like, he was a slave, and then he's not a slave, and that's the movie. Like, nothing, like, he didn't do, like, nothing.
There wasn't enough story development.
There's no story development. There's no, like, conflicts or, like, really overcome anything. It was like, he's a slave. He got lucky. He told this dude to go find these people. They come find him, and he's not a slave anymore. And it just happened in 12 years. And, like, Michael Fassbender is, like, fantastic in that movie.
Yes.
Everyone's good in that movie.
Everyone's good. I think that's part of it. I think when they have so many good acting performances,
But, like,
maybe that carries it for you.
But to me, it was just like, okay, like, it's fine. I didn't hate it, but in no way that I would think it was the best picture.
I feel like last year was kind of shitty. Now that I look at the list, like, I don't know what else would win. Like, Philomena, no. Nebraska, funny, but not best movie. Captain Phillips, like, meh.
I didn't see Captain Phillips.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street, yes.
Was good, but not best picture good.
I don't know. I'll call it best picture.
Her was good, but not best picture good.
I didn't see her.
I thought Gravity was stupid. Nothing happened.
Yes, agreed. Completely agree. Completely agree.
American
with that
Hustle,
one.
I would say maybe American Hustle.
American Hustle was good. American Hustle was
Dallas
good.
Buyers Club was pretty good too.
That was good.
That was probably should have won. All right, 2013 Argo wins.
That was
That's a great
phenomenal.
movie. Great
Which I
story.
don't understand how Ben Affleck didn't get nominated for Best Picture. Like, that's bullshit. Like, how you have the Best Picture and not get nominated for Best Director.
That's why there shouldn't be 2 awards for that. Because,
It's
it's the same thing,
you should
isn't
just,
it?
like, if you get the Best Picture, you get Best Director.
Yeah, like the director gets the award along with the producers, you know? Like, I don't know.
That makes sense.
How do you differentiate that? How does the Academy judging decide, oh, the directing here was better, but this movie was better? It's like the directing is the movie, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I guess so. That's a good point.
I mean-
because, like, you can't have a shitty movie and be like, oh, this dude directed.
the directing was
he
awful,
directed
but
the
this-
shit out of this movie, but it just fucking
Yeah,
sucks
This
ass.
is a great movie, but the directing was terrible.
This is terrible. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
All right, so then we go to the year of the artist, 2012.
Okay.
The artist wins. Other movies that year: Moneyball, way better.
Okay.
Midnight in Paris, way
Midnight
better.
Paris, love that.
War Horse, didn't see it.
Didn't see it
Looked
either.
terrible.
I don't like horse
Oh
movies.
god, Tree of Life. Which there's a whole
The
story.
Fountain too.
Oh god.
For those who don't know, me and Kevin and my friend Mo saw The Fountain in theaters, and it's one of the funniest experiences of our life because it was so bad, and everyone in the theater was so serious about this movie, and we just laughed the whole time. And then the moment, what was the moment, Kevin? The freaking epic jump, hover float into the globe, into some, like, other universe. I don't even know. It was
Hovering.
just...
There's a scene in the movie, if you haven't seen it, where I'm not really sure what it's about, but it's sort of they're trying to find the Fountain of Youth. Sort of that's what's going on. And they're in some, like, Aztec temple, and they come in, and just naked hovering in a meditation pose is Hugh Jackman. And, like, I want someone... And people, like, come out of those movies, I feel like, and they, like, get, like, their snooty artistic, like, oh, yes, this stood for this, and this was symbolic. It's like, you cannot explain that movie.
No.
I've tried. I looked it up.
See-
I wanted to make sense of it.
The only thing I can think about is that part is the part of the book that he finished that his wife was writing or some shit because she was dying or something like that.
Right. There's parallels, too. This might be a spoiler alert, but it came out forever ago, so... The wife has cancer in modern day, and then it's like you're living out the book. I don't understand. That's another thing that's very confusing. The movie starts in like a normal present day scene.
Yeah.
And then you end up somewhere. At points you're in space. At points you're in ancient Aztecs. It makes no sense.
I don't know. I think we're gonna try. That movie
Anyway,
is so bad.
We digress. The same dude that did that did the Tree of Life. Never saw it because I just couldn't.
Was that the same dude too?
Yeah, I think it was the same.
He just needs to stop.
Yeah.
He just needs to stop.
I mean, that's why I think it's the same movie, right?
I don't know.
Maybe it's not the same guy.
I don't know. No, I don't think it was the same. I think it wasn't the same guy. You know who did that movie? Which was that guy who did Requiem for a Dream.
Ah, that makes more sense.
But
Also weird.
I like it. Requiem.
But like you can at least make sense out
And
of
he
it.
also did he do what else did he do? He did something else good too. I don't remember. Oh, he did The Wrestler.
Oh,
The Wrestler was good.
I had a story that made sense.
So he's done good stuff. And at one point, he was actually picked to do the new RoboCop movie, but he didn't do it, which is fine. I actually like the new RoboCop movie.
Yeah.
Some people don't like it, but I like it. I think people compare it to the original too much, and I'm like, you can't compare it to the original. So
Yeah.
it's own beast. Anyways,
Yes. So other movies that year that should have won, I don't know. The Help. That was all right.
The Help was good. The acting was really good.
Hugo. Didn't see it.
Didn't
Wasn't that a
see it.
kids movie?
That's Martin Scorsese
Oh.
kids movie. They didn't really care about it.
I mean, Moneyball should have won that year. I might be biased.
I didn't see Moneyball.
I like sports.
I didn't see Moneyball.
You didn't see
I didn't see
Moneyball?
Moneyball.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I think there was a year, and that might have been that year, where I didn't see like any of the best pictures.
You see Midnight in Paris?
I saw Midnight in Paris.
Okay.
I really enjoyed
That was
Midnight in
good that
Paris.
year. Descendants was that year. I didn't think that was that good, but everybody liked it.
So, all right, that's good. Should we want to talk about some gaming stuff now?
Yeah, so like gaming news,
gaming news. Let me see what's
video games. What's going on?
what's going on.
I probably haven't read any of these, so
Well, we'll just go
this
down.
is gonna be
This is good. This is good. This
first
is
reaction.
Well, this stuff on top of my head. Top of my head.
Yeah.
the next Zelda game got delayed to 2016.
I mean, that's obvious. That's going to be a launch game for their new system. It can't not be.
Well, I don't know.
How else are you going to sell the new system?
Well, I don't. Well,
don't you think?
Well, this is my thing. We don't know when the system's coming out, and I would not be surprised Nintendo be like, "We have a new system," and then it comes out like 5 years later. Like that doesn't surprise me.
So it was supposed to be a launch game. You think now it's not?
Well, I don't know. Well, some people think they're doing what they did with that Zelda game, what they did with the Wii and the GameCube, and they delayed it.
Oh, and then it comes on both.
Come on both. That's one theory.
That was stupid though. They should have had that just come out on Wii. They would have sold more Wiis.
But no, I like the GameCube version better.
I know. Okay, as a consumer,
it
makes more sense. That was bullshit. You want both.
No, I wanted the GameCube version because I waited
you were promised
4 goddamn years or whatever the hell it was for that game.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, it's delayed because of the Wii." And then not even that, they delayed the GameCube version after the Wii launch, so I had to wait for like another like month or two. And then it was like limited supply, so I had to like fucking hunt down this goddamn game.
Nintendo can't produce anything at a decent rate, but
damn.
But from a business standpoint, if you want to sell a new system, you have to have like that AAA game. Like they should, if they would have only sold that on Wii, would you have bought a Wii to play that game? The answer is yes.
All right. Well, let me counter that. Then the last generation of systems that launched, right? PlayStation 4 example. There was not a launch.
There wasn't.
Game, and it sold a shitload.
Yeah, that's true. And I think part of that is that there wasn't a new system for like 7 years.
Yeah,
it was a long generation.
It's a while.
Whereas I think with the time when the Wii came out, it hadn't been all that long. I don't think. One, people weren't all that excited about the Wii. At least hardcore gamers weren't. But I mean, the thing still sold out like crazy. But I don't know. You and me weren't all that excited about it.
For the Wii?
Yeah.
Well, the Wii. We're talking about the original Wii, right?
Yeah, we're talking about
the original Wii came out.
Wii U. It's dead to me at this point.
I might still get one. I have money from work that's saved on the card. Like I can't justify me paying money for it, but if work pays money for it,
I see.
Then I'm okay.
The man buys your Wii U.
Yeah, the man buys my Wii U. I'm fine. But going back to the Wii came out at an interesting time. It came out at a time, and the reason why it's successful, I think, is the circumstances around it. It came out at a time where we weren't in the HD area. We're about to jump into the HD era, right? True. So it came out where everyone had tube TVs and shit. You and me were in college, right?
Yeah.
So we didn't have any fucking money anyways, really.
I know.
So it's like, oh, here's this $250.
It was cheap.
New experience.
Yeah.
It's a good like college vibe party type thing.
True.
And it just hit at the right time. But it died so fast.
Yes.
It died so fast for like casual gamers too. But what happened? They caught not casual gamers. I'm saying the core gamers. I'm sorry. They caught the casual gamer. They caught the moms.
Yes.
They caught and those people who sustained that system for so long.
Yes.
All the other core gamers just left because it was like there's nothing on this system.
Right.
And then they try to do
the Price is Right.
Yeah, the Price is Right. They got a new market that they've never gotten in the past. Like I said, we weren't ready to jump to the HD era. HD TVs were too expensive now. And they try to do the same thing again this generation, and it failed hard.
It didn't make sense. Yeah.
It didn't make sense because it's like...
They were half in, half out, I think.
They should have...
Which everything about the system was half in, half out.
They should have. They should have done it. I had this debate with Mo, too. And Mo was saying, like, business-wise. Well, I guess he made sense. Like, what worked before, might work again, whatever. But... You look at the market now. It's like we're fully in the HD era.
Right.
You
can't be half in, half out.
You have two systems that basically you're basically coming to a generation that's basically about to die, right? Like the PS3 and 360 are basically done now, right? When it's about to launch.
Right.
So now they're coming in 5 years
with like a
too
PS3,
late, with
right?
A PS3,
but it has
360
Mario.
level that has Mario. It came out with that came out like last year, but when it launched, it came out with like Batman Arkham City and shit like that. And I'm like, I played that a year ago on my PS3.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. Like it's like Mass Effect 3. Okay, I played that.
It almost would have made more sense to make two systems. Which I mean, I don't know how feasible this is from a business standpoint, but like you have like a Wii type system, and then you have like a regular type system,
See,
you know?
all right.
Because they had the Wii U controller, and then they had like
I
the
agree.
regular
I
controller,
agree.
whatever they called it.
I agree, and I was
make two
this was my argument, and maybe I'm wrong, but I think if anybody in the gaming industry could do this, it's Nintendo, and that's following an Apple model. We're having a system instead of waiting fucking 5 years, 6 years. You release a new upgrade like fucking
Every
2
couple
years
years.
from now, and basically already do it with the DS.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
Like you get like there's the DS. Oh, now there's the DS XL fucking 281. I don't know, right? Every time they keep adding new like just adding new systems. I don't know why they don't do it. Like the Wii U should have launched like 3 years, 2 years within the PS3 lifespan. And I think it would have done gangbusters. I think it would have done a shitload of money because you've been like, and it should have called the Wii 2, not the fucking Wii U. Like that's a stupid ass name.
Yeah, that was.
And I think it would have done better.
Yeah.
But getting back to our point with the new Zelda coming out with the new system.
Oh yeah.
Nintendo's a company where I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they say, "Hey, we're working on a new system.
It'll be on both or whatever."
It's going to be on both, but we don't see that system for another like 3 or 4 years.
I just think as a business, you gotta motivate people, especially. I mean, they're on the bottom now, which.
Well,
I mean, debatably, at least in the console market, but not in the handheld, obviously.
So all right, so they're now getting a mobile. You heard that, right? Did you read the article? They're getting into the mobile game.
Yeah.
They partner up with that company, and stuff I've been reading on the news, listening to other podcasts and stuff is like, is this the step to them just becoming a third party? Just
going the way of Sega.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope not. That's sad. But I mean, I already treat them that way.
I kind of want them to, though.
Yeah.
Like, all we care about
are their games.
Are Nintendo games.
Right.
We don't play any third party
and really
games.
like 4 or 5 games.
4 or 5 games.
Like what?
And
what
like
they got Mario. They got Smash Brothers.
They have Zelda.
They got Zelda.
They had Star Fox, but they just like
that's dead.
Ruined him.
I don't want that. Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
And what else you got? You have 4 games.
Donkey Kong, I guess.
Nah, I mean they brought back Country and it was like fun for like one, but I didn't really even like it.
I hated the controls. I gave up on that hard.
I can't. I mean, I don't know. It's so hard to go back. Like,
well, the problem
you play something now and then to go back to HD Donkey Kong Country is hard for me.
As everyone, like so many Nintendo fans think like they're like the most innovative company.
Because they keep remaking the same game.
And they just, to me, just keep doing the same shit. Like, I remember, I love Pokemon Blue and Red, and then I took like 7 years to buy the next one. And it was the same fucking game.
Yeah.
And
there's more Pokemon now.
It's more. I hate the new Pokemon. I hate them with a passion. They just look so retarded.
They're out of control. They're out of control.
Just abortion projects that freaking get shattered out. Like I hate the look of them. Like I want my original 150 or the 151 or whatever. Yeah. That's the ones I like, right? Yeah. Those are my Pokemon.
They added too many at a time. They went from like 151 to 300. It was like, no, you don't need to add a whole
just give me a remake of Pokemon Red or Blue or Yellow. One of those 3 and I'll be fine. But
see, we can't say that though because that's how they make money. So we're saying that we don't want them to keep doing that, but then we tell them that we would buy that same game.
I mean, that's true. That's true. That is true.
No, I see what you're saying.
But
okay, so Pokemon, that's one more. So that's what, 5?
I don't know. They have they have a lot of stuff, other stuff.
I don't know that they do anymore though. They make a lot of stuff, but I don't know that anyone wants half of it anymore.
Well, obviously they do because that's how they somewhat sustain their business. Like everyone just buys that shit.
I think at least in terms of an American market, I don't know that they're that relevant anymore.
I don't know. Well, getting back to the Zelda, getting delayed. Yeah. Like, what does that mean for Nintendo this year?
I mean, it means that no one's buying it, but no one was buying it. So,
I mean, what comes out this year? I don't even know what comes out Nintendo this year. Like, I know there's like Mario Maker.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few games that no one asked for. I don't. I think that they have to come out with a new system, and it has to be a regular system. But at this point, it's like even that, I don't know who's gonna buy that. Like, say it comes out this fall. I mean, this fall is gonna be price drop status to $300 for both Xbox One and PS4. Like,
I don't think it'll be price drop this year.
you don't think so?
I think.
I mean, they sold for $350 last year.
Well, Xbox One dropped their price already.
Yeah.
It's PS4 next.
Yeah.
If Sony's smart,
Maybe Sony.
If Sony's smart,
yeah.
and this is what I would do with Sony, I would price drop that bitch on October 27th,
right before,
Raiden Halo 5 comes out, which is we could talk about right now if we want to.
Yeah, go ahead. That's on the news list.
Halo 5. Where is this at?
But to sum up, Zelda should have saved it for the new system, but probably won't be ready in time per usual. But let's be honest, we'll probably still play it.
Probably. Nintendo to me is like your first love, who just became a giant slut.
And you don't want to go back.
Like, she's such a slut, right? Like you love her. She was your first one, and you want her to go back to the way she was, but she's just such a skank now that you just like fucking hate you.
Well, she does only date the same thing. Like, it's only the same thing, but it's like you're just not dating her anymore.
And then you just go, and it's like you go back because she's just like that love, that memory.
Yeah.
Of
it's the nostalgia. I mean, yeah, the entire brand is nostalgia. Let's be honest.
And
I mean, everyone remembers growing up playing those games,
right?
And they would just make money off that from the same people.
They just,
which I think that's a dangerous way to run a company, because this current generation that just, loves Call of Duty and WoW and League of Legends or whatever other shit kids play these days.
Do they still love WoW? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
They're not playing Nintendo, I don't think.
That's true.
So once that nostalgic generation is gone, I don't know. You got to recapture. Maybe they are. I don't know.
Going back, Halo 5.
All right, next.
Release date coming October 27th. There was a TV ad. Apparently, it was shown during the season finale of Walking Dead,
which sucked.
What?
Is that? Should we digress to that? Is it too soon?
Let's talk about this real quick.
All right, Halo 5's coming out. Cool. No one cares. We all knew that was happening.
I kind of care, but not really.
You want to play another Halo?
I mean, I'll play another. Like, am I excited? Like, oh my god, dude, Halo? No, but I'll play another Halo.
No,
Halo's a fun game to play co-op.
But
is it
do
not?
Something else. I want to play a different game co-op. I want to play Evolve or something. I don't want to play like.
But let's say diverse again, right?
Right.
The one thing,
yes.
Microsoft.
I mean, they were
up,
gonna make it, obviously.
Well, yeah, but one thing Microsoft screwed up last generation is that they didn't build up their first party studios as well. Right. Like, Sony didn't have the third party. Well, they had the third party, but they weren't selling as much on third party. And they did a fantastic job building their studios up.
Just buying all
They built Naughty Dog. They built up Media Molecule, not Insomniac, Sucker Punch, all these companies, right?
Yeah.
They kind of established their first party as they strengthened it.
Yeah.
And Microsoft didn't have to do that last generation. And they didn't have to do it because they're in the lead.
Right.
They just relied mostly on their third party and stuff like that.
And the same exclusive they had.
The same exclusive they had. A couple exclusives they have. And it worked. And now this generation, it's like they can't do that anymore because they're not in the league anymore. Sony's now in the league and they can rely on the third party. That's why, some people are like, oh, they don't really have a first party. They don't have any like big games coming out. And it's like, they don't fucking care because they could take time now to build up their first party games and make them special.
And I mean, they have a great commercial this month, Sony does, with like all their exclusives coming out, like Bloodborne, only them. The Order, even though debatably not a great game.
I liked it.
MLB, I mean, sports games are sports games, but just having the exclusive license to the only baseball game you play is on Sony is huge.
Yeah.
And then I think there's a fourth game on there or something. It's just like, I don't know what Microsoft. I don't know. I haven't seen a Microsoft ad that has highlighted to me.
Their ad is Halo 5, Evolve,
which is
Forza,
right,
and Rise of the Tomb Raider.
which I guess is going to be exclusive. But I don't know. Xbox is just so bro. It's the bro of games.
Well, I think it's changing, and I think it's changing because they got the right people in there now. Like Phil Spencer, seems like he knows what he's doing. They keep teasing Battletoads, so I'm pretty sure Battletoads is coming out this year, which I'm going to play the hell out of Battletoads when it comes out.
Love it.
And they got rid of the Kinect. I mean, they've done a lot of stuff to reverse all the shit they fucked up in the beginning. But like getting back to your point, like Halo 5, just, you know, I want to play it. I'm more excited for them to announce like a Gears of War collection because I want to go back and play all the Gears of War.
Ugh.
You don't want to play Gears of War either?
No, I do. Just the collections.
See, I like the collections. I don't mind them. I'm not going to go back and play my 360, so I might as well pay like $20, $30, $40 or whatever the hell it is.
Suppose.
And get 3 games and play all my Gears of War again.
Yeah. But it's like, are we at a point where that's what we do now? We don't need to make new games and we just play
But they are making new games. That's just in the meantime.
Yeah.
Like, I want an Uncharted collection so I can play all 3 of them again.
I just don't know that I need to go back to those.
Well, you don't have to buy them if you don't want to.
I know. I don't.
I do.
I try and speak.
Buy them dirty.
Try and speak with my
I buy every one I want. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm going to buy this game again. So that's Halo 5. Wait, going back to Walking Dead now. You did not like the Walking Dead season 5.
No, nothing happened.
I like that one.
What happened?
Morgan came back. Is like some samurai, like master dude with a stick that rape people.
Okay, but the show goes so slow. It does not need to go that slow.
Well, I think it. Well, I mean, it does have slow moments.
But the middle of the season is always bad, and then usually the finale is what I look forward to. And then this finale, like, there was like, oh, just kidding. Like the action will come next season.
But like I think we had didn't we have enough action this season? Like we had a lot of stuff. A bunch of people fucking died. Like so many people died this season. Like more than any other season.
But like not, I don't know.
Like who? Beth died. Spoilers, people. Beth died. Tyrese died.
Yeah, if you knew.
Bob died. Noah died.
Yeah.
Who else died? Like, a shitload of people
died. But like one at a time, and not an even.
And they were on.
Like, Noah's death was so dumb.
Noah's death, like
this douche just.
Oh, see, that's the point. I want that dude to die. So, like, I was like, Glenn, just fucking shoot this motherfucker in the head and kill him.
Yes.
And he's like, I'm gonna let you live. But I was
like, he's too good of a person.
No.
Which.
So you didn't like it? Do you still like the show overall?
I don't think I do anymore.
Really?
I don't think
you're
I do
done
anymore.
Walking Dead.
I think I might be done. I might watch the first episode because that'll probably finally have, you know, the village getting taken over or whatever. I wanted, you know what would have been awesome? Rick, instead of them going, oh, Rick's crazy, and they put him, you know, aside, and then they say, all right, we'll all band together. No. Rick's crew fucking murders all these bitches in this village, and they take it over.
So...
Although then the show ends because then they're there.
Do you read any of the comics?
No, I don't know.
Okay, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but they're kind of falling more in line with the comics now. They kind of go away and then they come back, and kind of what happened is kind of what happens in the comics. They get to this place, Rick and them are like, more Rick is like, you gotta be this way, and eventually he takes it over, and that's kind of what happened. Like he's not basically the new leader now. He's like, right. You guys are gonna be fucking our way,
right? Like, or you won't live.
Or you're not going to live.
Which, like, I don't understand. The sheep in the show offend me. And it's maybe because I'm, like, partially sociopathic. But just the people in the show that are sheep annoy me so much. And, like, there's so many sheep now at this village that I don't like them. You know? I feel like we passed that because we've seen the evolution of these characters that we know from sheep to survivors. And then to introduce, like, these new people, it's, like, frustrating again to me. Which maybe is the point of it. I don't know, but...
See, I like that because they've been on the road for so long. It's like 2 seasons of them just fucking trying to survive.
You gotta stop. But then if they stop, then it's, like, a countdown to when this village gets... otherwise the show ends, you know?
Obviously, some shit's coming with the W's and the shit on their people's head, but it's like... they needed you can't have them on the road forever, right? Like at one point they became such savages.
Yeah, which was awesome.
They became such savages. Especially like the church scene where Rick just mauled this dude down like so dirty with the machete.
Yes.
And Rick had this epic ass beard of just like he looked psychotic.
Lord of the Flies.
And like to this point where I was like, they need to just go back to civilization just for a little bit. And I think I get why you're frustrated, but I think they had no choice but to do that. Like they can't be on the road. There's no way they're gonna keep surviving on the road, especially as like a baby and all this shit.
Right.
So
yeah, where are they getting like food and water all the time?
I don't know. That's something you just kind of like. They have imaginary wells somewhere.
They had that one episode where they're like, "Oh, we're out of water," but it's like,
and then it like rained.
Yeah, that was a terrible episode. But at least they finally acknowledged the fact that like water doesn't just manifest. I don't know. It's I'll probably maybe watch one more and see, but I think that's the problem with doing a zombie show in general. Is
well, how do you think Walking Dead?
They can't keep moving for seasons, and they can't stay for seasons. You know?
How do you think Walking Dead ends? I have an idea why.
They all die. They all have to die.
I don't think they die.
They find a cure?
No, I don't think they find a cure either. I think they
create a new little town,
like a society. Like basically to me, Walking Dead is.
I hate all those endings.
Trying to go. Well, I mean, I think that's the only way you can end it. Really,
no, I see your point. I'm just saying, I don't know if I like any ending.
Walking Dead in general, right? Is like they go, they find a place, they try to build society, it fucks up. They have to go find a new place and try again. And they tried different styles, right? They tried when Rick was just the freaking leader his way or the highway. That didn't work. They tried more like a voting kind of democracy type thing. That kind of worked, but then they didn't have enough like defense to like defend themselves, and then the governor came and just ruined that place. So I feel like it's just gonna be that trial and error until eventually they just make it work, and then they just rebuild society and just keep growing out and out and out.
Yeah.
But that's what I think. That's what I think about that. So back to other news.
What other news we got?
Quantum Break got delayed for Xbox One again this year. Or no, Xbox One got Quantum Break, and it was Zelda for Wii U.
Yeah.
So 3 delays, right? We had Uncharted 4 get delayed. We had Zelda, and we have Quantum Break. Mm-hmm. Which I don't really care that much about either one.
And no, and you know, I don't. I'm sure it bothers people that are like really excited for games, but like, I honestly feel like there's such a good stream of games at all times that I never sit down and say like, there's nothing to play. I don't know. So like something getting delayed is like, okay, it moves into another window where like
I'll have more time to play.
Yeah, that'll be what I play, you know? And I think that's happened, and last year that happened for sure, where like all the fall games mostly were pushed back to spring, I feel like. I don't know. It just seems like more and more stuff isn't making that fall slot where I know, you know, from a business standpoint, you make all your money, but I mean, to me, it doesn't bother me when a game comes out. It's not like I only play games at Christmas time. I mean, that's when you get, you know, you buy stuff, I guess. But I mean, I buy games year round, so to me,
I buy games.
It's like, all right, I'll play it in the spring. Cool, whatever.
Yeah, it's the same way. And I actually kind of like. I mean, do you remember like everything would come out in fall?
Right.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it was just like this shit fest where you're just like, why?
Like
I have nothing in the
PS2
summer.
early, PS3.
Nothing in the, and it's like 20 games.
Yeah. And then you just be overload.
And that sucked. And I like how it's more spread out now. I like the spring releases. I hope they start doing more summer. We now know Metal Gear Solid 5. What was that summer? September.
Games should come out in the summer. Like people are, you know,
like Batman is June 23rd.
Yeah.
Which I'm very excited for.
Yes, new Batman looks great.
Yeah, what I don't understand. Like I much prefer games come out summer.
Yeah, plus
I think they have this like mentality like everyone's out on vacation and shit. And I'm like, for how long? I'm on vacation for like a week or so, and then I have nothing to do.
Especially like kids.
Yeah, kids,
play
dude.
games all summer. Like that's
Me,
what we did.
that's all I did. Dude, I remember Metal Gear Solid 4 came out in like summer 2008. Beat that game so many times.
Yeah, I was in Japan for that too. I had to wait and play it when I got back. I was so sad.
This is my summer. That was my summer. I love it. It was so good.
Yeah, I think then that's part of it is that a recognition by them that, you know, nowadays gamers buy stuff year round, so it's I don't think you have to make that window to make money necessarily, and I think they realize that. I mean, maybe as an investor, you're upset that something's moving out of that quarter.
Yeah.
When I mean, most retail businesses make the majority of their money in that quarter. So I think maybe as an investor, you're upset that games like that get delayed, but I don't know. To me, it's not that big a deal.
What else happened this week? The Batman system got announced. Did you see that? The bundle?
No, I did not see that.
There's a new bundle. I'll show you a picture right now. It looks pretty badass. I keep hating these
Is it
bundles.
just a bundle, or does the system look different?
The system looks different.
Okay.
There's actual, like...
Because the bundles, when they just throw a game in, to me, it's not cool. But, like, when the system is, like, tailored to it, like, the skin of it is different, then that, to me, seems worth it.
Where is it? There it is. Look at this shit.
Oh, so you get Batman on...
You get Batman. It's a silver system.
With a silhouette of Batman.
With a silhouette of Batman.
That's legit.
Like, I would get that. I wanted this one. The one I was, like, debating, though, that I would buy it on the PS4 for, was the Metal Gear Solid 5 one. Did you see that one?
No. Oh, it has him on it. I think I did see that.
It's like red.
Yes.
It's like the hand.
Yes.
I saw
that is awesome.
I saw that and I was like,
see, yeah,
I'm
when you get
enough.
a sweet color like that
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
I'm enough a Metal Gear Solid fan that if that came out in the US, that would be a hard, long debate.
I know. Well, you could.
I would just have two PS4.
You can transfer your hard drive, right?
I don't think so.
And then eBay your system,
No.
or is your digital stuff tied to
Your digital stuff's tied to your account, so you can just re-download
Oh,
it.
so yeah, you could.
I could technically do it. I probably
eBay
wouldn't
your
do
system.
it, but I want to do it. Other big news, they announced all those freaking Assassin's Creed
Wow.
downloadable, they're like the 2D side-scroller games.
Meh.
You know more? Assassin's Creed out? Are you Assassin's Creed out?
I'm Assassin's Creed out. I was Assassin's Creed out 2 Assassin's Creeds ago.
Did you play 4 at least?
Which one was 4?
4 is the one with the pirates.
No, didn't play 4.
You should play that one.
Yeah, the pirates looked cool.
Like 2 and 4 are the best, in my opinion.
Yeah, 2 was great. I did play 2.
And
Love
then
2.
freaking the rest are kind of like Unity kind of sucked to me. It was like glitchy as fuck.
Yeah, it was like broke out of the box.
It was just so glitchy.
I don't really. Meh.
But it was glitchy as shit. That's kind of it for gaming news. There's not that much else that really happened. Other than we were kind of talking about Nintendo. You know, they announced that new system. Who knows what's going to turn out? Bunch of delays. And then like Star Wars is coming up pretty soon. And then my session of Bloodborne. Movie wise,
Yeah, the movie.
Mad Max.
Oh,
Tom
God.
Hardy committed for more Mad Max films.
They're already doubled down on the sequel.
Pretty much. He's
That's fine.
depending on how well this new one does.
I would buy advance tickets to 2 based off of 1's trailer. I don't need to see 1
He
to
has
buy
signed
tickets
up.
to 2.
For 3 more Mad Max films.
Yeah, that's fine. I would buy advance tickets right now.
Like that, like we were talking about it before. Like watching that trailer, I was like, let's just watch it right now. Like, this is how much I love this. I'm gonna fucking YouTube this shit. I know no one can see this. You might hear it. Just hear the awesomeness of this Mad Max trailer. It's just so fucking good.
I like the top thing on YouTube is Price is Right, fail.
Oh yeah, that chick that freaking I've heard about that. She
Yeah.
like gave away a car. I was like, this chick's tight. She's probably like, fuck this. Take a car, bitch.
I mean, they get those cars for free, right? It's just advertising.
I guess so.
Who cares?
But let's just watch this trailer real quick. I'll just Let the people hear.
So Tom Hardy's the main guy, right?
Tom Hardy's Mad Max.
Yeah.
Which, have you seen all those Mad Maxes?
No.
I've seen one.
I've seen one.
And one, like, from one, I don't know how to get to here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was telling someone at work, like, how did you go from, like, a regular film where it was just, like, him getting revenge for family dying to fucking this ridiculousness? It's like, I don't know what the hell's going on right now. Like, just, my God. Like, how many people died in this movie? How many people do you think died in this movie that just they never told you about?
5.
I was gonna say that 5. I'm pretty sure, like, at least 5 people had to die in this movie. Like, there's no way. Like, all these stunts and, like, just... And this doesn't look CG'd out, like, at all to me, right? Like, they had to have...
the landscape.
Yeah. Like, that... Like... How ridiculous does this movie look?
And this is like Walking Dead shows you the East Coast. This would be the West Coast. In zombie apocalypse.
Just fucking...
This is what would happen on the West Coast.
Just ridiculous. Just everyone just went ape shit mad. And
Arizona, Nevada.
Just fucking road raging.
Yeah.
Like this... Oh my God. Like... I love Tom Hardy. Like, he's a guy who could, like, do whatever he wants. Now, this part right here that's about to come up is when I lost my shit in the trailer. This part right there. Like, just...
the blowtorch.
The blowtorch guitar. I lost my shit. I was like, this is, like, the most amazing movie. And I was telling everybody. Everyone's like, are you more excited for... I'm like, I am more excited for Avengers than... or Mad Max than Avengers.
Yeah.
Like, the Avengers, I'm excited. I'll watch it. But I kind of got an idea what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I look at this movie, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. Like, who knows what's just happening? I don't know.
That's true.
I don't know.
True.
The other thing in movies things I want to show you that we could talk about. We're recording for, like, almost 50 minutes now, so if we want to start wrapping it up pretty shortly.
Yeah.
Well, let's do this real quick. We'll talk about this real quick. This is the last thing I want to talk about. And then, did you see the Deadpool announcement?
No. Movie? Talking about the movie?
I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna be quiet real quick and just let you watch this.
This is Ryan Reynolds.
This is Ryan Reynolds' interview with what's gonna call it from Extra Slater.
Hi, I'm back with an exclusive with Ryan Reynolds live on the set of his new movie Deadpool, due out next year. How you doing, Ryan?
Pretty good, Mario. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for taking the time, man.
Is this real? It's fake, isn't it?
Just watch it. I'm not gonna say anything.
Your hometown. It's like a homecoming, huh?
Yeah, it is actually. I felt pretty lucky that we got to shoot here. It wasn't any of my doing, but it's nice to be around. My brothers are around. They're huge Deadpool fans. It's a nice little homecoming for sure.
Cool. Well, let's talk about Deadpool. I'm vaguely familiar because, of course, he was in Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine. He was in Wolverine, but that's not the character we're putting on screen right now. Yeah, Deadpool is definitely a wisecracker, but I think the most distinct feature he has is he's a guy that's morally flexible and has a motor mouth. You know, he doesn't care if people love him or hate him.
And I heard the movie studio just announced that they're aiming for a PG-13 rating.
Yeah, we're working to. We're working to keep the spirit of the comic book alive.
I think it's smart, man, that you guys keep it family friendly.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go, so far as to say it's, family friendly. But
bottom line, Ryan, there may be a billion reasons to make a family friendly movie, as in sequels and toys and listen, Ryan, if you
you Slater, Deadpool will of course be rated R. It's okay, Jesse. Slater can't hurt you anymore.
Watching that, how excited are you for
good.
Deadpool?
It's good. I like that.
Like, and it's R. It's gonna be R.
Yeah, it should be. It has to be.
And like, do you feel like they're starting to take more chances with comic book films now?
Yeah, I think they can. I think they're more mainstream now. So
because like, it's been a while since we had a really bad comic book movie.
Yeah, DC hasn't made one in a little bit.
DC, that's another whole story. But
Besides
Marvel, Batman's been good. Superman was okay, I thought.
Yeah.
I think that's more because of Zack Snyder. That's the debate for another day. But Marvel, I mean, you've got stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy was good. Avengers was good. The last Captain America I thought was really good. You have now Daredevil, which comes out this month, April 10th on Netflix.
That'll be a good test.
It just seems. I mean, even TV. Like, do you watch The Flash?
Mm-mm.
The Flash is phenomenal, and it's amazing. Like how much I like The Flash. Like Arrow was good. Arrow's went downhill for season 3.
Yeah,
it's not that good. Season 3.
Yeah.
Do you watch Arrow?
No, I watched a couple episodes when I first started, and it was like too.
Like season 1's good. 2 is like
it's too WB for me.
2, I mean, it's all WB. Like you gotta give it. It's a WB show. It's gonna be kind of cheesy. But Flash like just fits that cheesiness and everything, and it's so perfect. But it just seems like we're now gonna be getting different type of superhero movies. Like it's just R-rated, different type of movies set in a. I mean, we have the show Powers too, which was I don't know if you watched that either.
The Sony show?
Yeah.
No,
it's not that bad, and it's different. I mean, we're getting these different genres now in superhero films. Like, aesthetic of a superhero film, different genres. Yeah. And that kind of excites me.
Yeah.
Because now we're going to get, like, some more grown-up superhero movies.
Yes. Yeah. I think Batman changed that in a lot of people. Making it more realistic and more, like, not... I don't know how to describe it. Not cheesy, but like, not.
Like they're taking their time with it.
Yeah, it can
it's
be
not
a real
like
movie, and it doesn't have to be like goofy and
we saw
spandex.
We saw that with The Dark Knight, and I think now, although Marvel's still lighthearted stuff, I think they're starting to embrace that too.
Yeah,
because like I said, like it's been a long time since I've been like, this movie's garbage. Like I have not said that on a superhero film, and I honestly can't remember when. Like, I didn't really like Iron Man 3 that much.
It was alright.
But it wasn't, like, garbage.
Yeah.
Like, the last garbage one on the top of my head, and it might be ones after that, will be, like, Ghost Rider or something like that. It was just complete shit. Or, like, Fantastic Four.
Right.
Like,
those were bad.
Those were shit.
Yeah.
And now we're not getting so many of those. Which is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're getting approaching that hour. We should probably wrap it up.
Sure.
We don't know where this podcast will be posted yet, when you actually hear it. This is our first attempt. Experimentation. There's some good, there's some bad. We'll definitely be more prepared. We'll actually have topics we'll actually write down and get prepared before we make the podcast and stuff. Just kind of wing it, which we kind of did today.
Yeah.
But I think overall, it was pretty good. Yeah. I think I had fun. I thought it flowed pretty well.
Yes. I liked it.
The name. I like the name.
Yes.
So
the last podcast you'll ever need.
Yes. We'll be back hopefully next week. Trying it again. Trying to get better at our craft here that we're trying to do. See where it goes. So without further ado, this is Kevin Creston.
Woo!
I'm Stefan Ramsey. And this is the last podcast you'll ever need. Bye.
Happy Easter.